Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dom and today we're going to be talking about my favorite bronzers for deeper skin tones. I am a chocolatey woman and I love every bit of it, but you know, not all bronzers are created equal. So with that being said, we are going to be talking about some of my favorite bronzers that work for me. Maybe if you're a couple shades lighter than me, these will work for you. Maybe if you're a shade or two deeper, potentially could work for you as well. So yeah, but a little housekeeping. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me if you want to see more of my face, if you want to hang out with me, all of that stuff. By the time this video is up, this look should already be up on my channel. It is the video that is Makeup and Chill Volume 1. So if you wanted to see how I came up with this look, you just kind of want to chat, just like have something to listen to in the background, that video is the one for you because it is literally 47 minutes long. 47 minutes. Did no editing on it. I tried to keep everything pretty concise, but I really just wanted to talk and just do my makeup with you guys, like realistically. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get on into this video so it's not a million years long. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so I picked up my favorite bronzers. I only have 4 to show you guys, technically 3, but 1 honorable mention. It just kind of depends on what you think of the brand personally, but I had this bronzer way before they even started getting into trouble and had issues with influencers and all of that stuff. But this is the Morphe bronzer. This is the Glamour Bronze Face and Body Bronzer in the shade Leader, and this is what it looks like. It is just like a red-ish bronzer, which is what I personally prefer. I don't like cool toned bronzers or contours on my face. I just don't like the way that they look on me personally. I'd much prefer a bronzer just to kind of warm everything up. But this is a nice bronzer if you like Morphe. I suggest it. It's a nice size pan. I think it was $19 max. Don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I bought this one. It's been like a year or two. It was back when I worked for Ulta when I bought this one, okay? So I couldn't tell you when, how much this one was, but the formula feels very, very soft. It's very easy to blend out. Let me see if I can swatch it for you here. And that is just what it looks like. And I'll kind of leave these swatches up as I go through and talk about them. But it is a warm tone bronzer and it just looks like so. I do like warm tone bronzers because I just feel like they complement my skin tone a lot. And when I first started doing makeup, there was nothing in this shade for me personally. I would have to try to find like a powder foundation or something like that that was deep enough that I could use as a bronzer, which you still can do, but it's nice to have a product that goes deep enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like you should have to like try to buy a $40 powder foundation or whatever so you can just use it as a bronzer. I think that's really unrealistic and brands should step it up, and the brands have been stepping it up, but Morphe was one of the first brands that I tried a couple years ago for bronzer, so I like it. I like it a lot. I don't really reach for this one anymore, but when this was the only thing that I had, I would use this every single day. And it's just a beautiful color. Okay, this next one I have is my favorite formula. This was the second bronzer that I ever got in my collection, but this is the Alamar Trio. This is the Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio in the shade Dark Rich. So there's 3 colors. So this one is the brightening shade called Golden Hour. This middle shade here is the one I use the most. It is called Cinnamon Sugar, and then this one is called Boy Morena. I don't use this last one as much, but I'll swatch the 2 bronzers for you. These are beautiful. As you can see, I love this one a lot because I hit pan on it. This was all I used last year, and it's so pretty. That's the middle shade. That's this one here. So these ones are actually infused with hyaluronic acid, which is a moisturizing product, and when you feel the texture of these, they do feel hydrating, if that makes sense. You're like, how can a powder be hydrating? A powder can be hydrating. Compared to the Morphe one and the and the Alamar ones. These are much more hydrating. They even kind of look hydrating on the skin, which I find interesting. Like, how can a bronzer be hydrating? But it truly is. Like, this formula is unlike any formula that I've ever tried as far as bronzers go, and I'm really glad that I tried this one a lot. Like, I'm really glad that I tried this one. It's just a really nice product, and I like it a lot. I adore this one, and I still use it to this day, even though I do have a couple other options. But that is these are the two shades. This is a lighter shade in this palette, and then this is the warmer toned, deeper one. I'll show you better here. So, Morphe, and then the two Alamar ones. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna wait for this one because I love it so much, but we'll go to the next one. This one is the one I'm wearing today. Probably can't really tell a ton, to be honest, but this is a Makeup Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in the shade Dark. Out of all my bronzers, this one is the more brown one. It's not cool tone, but it's not as red as these ones are, in my opinion. I feel like this one's more almost a neutral, I guess. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, like it's definitely more of a cool tone bronzer. Like this one's really warm, and so are these two. But this one is definitely more cool, not cool toned. It's just not as red, if that makes sense. But this one will be really great when I get a little darker. So I started using this one, and I used it today, and I like it. So yeah, that's the shade here. This one's really nice as well. So as you can see, it's not super dark, but it's not quite as red as some of the other ones. It's still a really nice color. I feel like in the pan it looks darker, but on the skin it definitely has a nice color to it, which I like. So yeah, this one here is definitely the deepest out of all of these, but I like it. It just looks deeper in the pan, maybe because it's just one singular product, but anyway. Okay, so the next and the last one I have talked about before, and I love it so much. The Jaclyn Hill Blush and Bronzer Duo, specifically the bronzer. I have used this so much, so much. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to show you like how much I used. So like, I barely touched the blush. This is how much of the bronzer I've used. A lot, because it's an raised pan. Okay, if you guys hear some screaming in the back, that's my mother. Don't mind her. But this is the Jaclyn Hill Blush and Bronzer Duo. That is the bronzer shade, and I love it so very much. But it's just a really nice formula. It's a baked formula, so it's very smooth, very luxurious feeling. Very easy to blend out, very easy to build. If you want to use a little bit, you can use a little bit. If you want to build it up and get a very bronze look, you can definitely do so. So those are all of my bronzer recommendations for chocolatey skin. Hopefully you guys like this quick little video about my favorite products, my favorite bronzers, and all of them are pretty reasonably priced. The Alamar one and the Jaclyn Hill one are the most expensive, but this one is the most reasonable. This one was like $9. This was 30, I want to say 30 something. This was 23, and this one was 19. So I like that there's a range of products at different price points that you can actually use. I'm still on the bronzer hunt. I really want to buy the Juvia's Place one, and I almost bought it today, but I do have enough bronzers in my collection, so I just don't really find a need to buy another one or add another one right now, because I have these and I really enjoy them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know bronzers that you want to try. Maybe if you want to see me try a new bronzer or something like that, I would love to do so for you guys. Leave me your video recommendations down in the comment section below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.